interesting video game chatter coming up in the next hour as DA, yes, third person reference, will be getting an introduction and lesson in the hot new Fortnite and PUBG. Also, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Lee, Adrian Broner will be discussing.
What do you call him?
During the
Like, why
look,
do black people eat conies? Is that what we do now?
we do, don't we? Because I mean,
But do we ask for that though?
yes,
That though.
we will get into the post-fight antics with Hollywood Hendo and BMO. What's up, sir?
Oh, good.
What does that say? Chain City? Chunk City?
That's the kind of flyer that those people that just celebrate that don't. Don't know.
Okay. Well, I hope everybody had a good Friday.
And they put cookies on there that kind of show, hey, we get munchies too.
Food and bar. Go to the door. Wait a minute. Oh, food and bar.
Look at the names of performances though.
Hippie Snooks.
Yeah, can y'all pronounce these?
No,
This one?
I don't want to. They give me they're giving me the confusing letters.
Jill and Jay.
All right. Most Sports Talk, mostsportstalk.com is the website. I asked the fellas in the chat room to give me words describing this current NBA first round. And for me, it has been very intriguing. It has also been very good in terms of, I guess destroying the myth of this was going to be like a dub sweep, because at the beginning of the season, it was Dubs, Cavs. We had Houston, get through, and some of the lower seeds have provided us with something. Now, for me in the East, it is real simple. We have Celtics, Bucks tied at 2, Cavs, Pacers tied at 2, Raptors, Wiz tied at 2. What am I missing? Oh, 3-1 up on the Miami Heat. Put them away are they playing at the Spectrum still? I don't know, pick a bank, is it Wells Fargo or wherever they at. They'll be at home, willing.
Oh.
Put the Miami Heat away. They're up 3-1, and the offensive explosion that they had in games 3 and 4 in the fourth quarter have been nothing short of magnificent. And Embiid is back. If you read the article that talked about what he had to go through for this mask, speaking of PUBG and Fortnite, it sounds like something that you can play some video games with, like in real life. Like it sounds like a paintball gun with all the urethane and urethane and the 10 days worth of testing that it had to go through. But he's out there. His defense has been more of an effect, in my opinion, than his offense. I got the Sixers finishing these Heats off tonight. But shout out to my man Black Belt Jones, a.k.a. James Johnson, okay? I don't care winning or losing, you do not want those problems. You can make all the brave jokes you can. You still don't want the problems.
What I mean, famous law said, charcoal belt?
Charcoal belt, okay? Like,
And why are they still out there trying them though?
Because they thought the Levitar interview was a joke. No, it was not a joke.
Serge Ibaka ran away. That's all I know.
And Serge Ibaka is about that life, by the way. All right.
But he still ran away from drinking no banana.
In the West,
That was racist.
I only really concerned myself with 2 series. Get these phony clones out of here, okay? I'm sure B1 will come up with a nice nickname for Toronto Raptors West. But for me, they are the phony clones. Look, the problem with John Wall and Damian Lillard is they underestimated the Curry storm. Like 4 years ago, when we talked about great guards, up and coming, like Lillard and Wall were those guys. And we look now, and the Wizards are an 8th seed with John Wall having bad knees. Remember, at 32 years old, in 2021-22, the Wizards will be paying John Wall $44 million with those knees, okay? But the Pelicans Blazers swept, eliminated by the Pelicans, a dominant Game 4 from both Jrue Holiday and Anthony Davis, 88 combined points. Anthony Davis finished with a stellar 33, 12, and 3 stat line in this series, and playoff Rondo, man. The only playoff nickname that needs to be spouted out here. He was magnificent. I mean, 2 years ago, I'm like, why do you need Rajon Rondo on your roster? And this series, he proved it. We had a 17 assist game. We had a game where he was an assist shy of a triple-double. He was magnificent. And the Blazers are who we thought they were. 48 wins this season. They had, I think, a 14-game winning streak sort of after the All-Star break. And, we thought, hey, maybe this is the team that could possibly usurp either the Rockets or the Warriors, or at least make them sweat a bit. That was not the case. And it is very frustrating. It has to be for Damian Lillard, okay? But it also has to be infuriating for his supporters. Look, he went through the whole year, the last 2 years, whining and opining about how great of a guard he was. He went this year, he was on his Patrick Beverley, first team All-NBA guard. And when you look back in their history, not even like before Damian Lillard got there, Portland is a perennial first round and out squad, okay? They got fluky in the series against the Clippers last year, which they were fortunate to have a Chris Paul injury. But this team has now lost 9 straight playoff games, okay? And that is not a fluke. Damian Lillard, the constant in that. He had a horrible series, could not go up against a physical guard tandem with Drew Holiday and Rondo. And even if you want to throw Etuan Moore in there, or my man Ian Clark, they provided him with issues as well. Bimo, your thoughts on the East and West playoffs, please.
My thoughts on the East playoffs, I want to start there first because I still want to start with Toronto, as I give them the nickname RH or RSH. That means I can't say it on the air because we're on the A side. I mean, going against a Wizards team that is the 8th seed, which as much confidence that I have in the Raptors, I have none of that because the Wizards shouldn't have no way for tying this series up. The problem with Toronto is they play team ball so much and their shots fall, but when it gets to the point where you stop sharing the ball and pass it around, you start playing hero ball once again with DeRozan and against Kyle Lowry also, who was non-existent again in the fourth quarter like he's supposed to. He didn't even want to guard John Wall or guard Bradley Beal off the switch. Now, that's a problem with that. Getting back, like a lot of things were happening for that team was like, the Wizards are good at home. I give you that. And I do want to speak again on John Wall again, Dave, about $44 million and playing on these bad knees. If you know your knees are bad, Dave, you always mention John Wall all the time. He can't shoot worth a damn, and he can't, and it showed that. But if you have these bad knees, why are you still going to the basket like this? I mean, now granted you dunking on Valanciunas and things like that.
He can't shoot.
He can't. I know he can't shoot, but if you know your knees are this bad, why not start developing this jump shot to make yourself last longer for this squad? Look at Bradley Beal. I guarantee you this: Bradley Beal will last longer than John Wall on his roster, and we were making less than $44 million. But I do want to talk about the Bucks and the Celtics because, like you said, Dave, earlier, we can't trust these teams on the road. We can't. I mean, if it weren't for Giannis with that tip in, then the Celtics will still be. Luckily that the Bucks are showing some kind of fight. But I'm gonna ask you this, Dave. Besides Chris Middleton, can any other swingman out there a jump shot between 4 feet and 22 feet, please?
Look, the substitute teacher, Joe Prunty, benched Jason Terry. So for me, they benched their most reliable jump shooter. They're throwing Delly out there. Chris, do you have an answer?
No, and also the Jabari story is interesting. How him and Jabari and
do you believe the jealousy that is being reported between Jabari and Giannis?
Okay, definitely. I think that Giannis does get away with certain things that other players couldn't. Obviously, being a star player, that happens. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is with the Bucks. We kind of knew this about them. I mean, Tony Snell may be their second best shooter.
And that's a damn shame. Or Brogdon. Brogdon. He may be the second best shooter, maybe, but he's streaking as it is already.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, I just think that like it was a good. It's luckily for them, they are playing this boss team who I don't trust, and I don't trust for certain reasons because now your best player has to be Al Horford, and that's where everything goes down the drain.
Real quick, Al Horford is out there playing 4 positions and guarding 4 positions. By the way, he's forced to do that with no Kyrie, no Hayward out there. Tatum is doing as best as he can, but Al Horford is really the only guy out there that's doing every damn thing for that squad.
Yeah, and for me, just the playoffs in general, I just can't wait. We got about a couple more games away from that anarchy in Oklahoma City. Y'all don't want these problems, and it's funny how Oklahoma City fans target me when the joke came on. I call it a joke, but the status came out. Oh, we want Golden State. We want Houston. But then you got Utah. That's even worse because guess what? If playoff P don't show up tonight, oh, I will be in everybody's mentions. If playoff P doesn't show up tonight, and Westbrook, for all that chatter and talk that you're talking about, you let Jesus, aka Rubio, show out on you. I don't care what you say. He ain't gonna do it no more. He does it again, I bet you, and he's gonna do it even better the next time. Oklahoma City's idea, and it's funny how it works. You mean to tell me Andre Roberson all of a sudden becomes the key missing piece to this? No. It doesn't change the fact that you can't stop Donovan Mitchell. You got Paul George, who was allegedly an all-defensive player type guy. He can't stop him. Melo ain't guarding nobody. Steve Adams is scared. And guess what? Rubio, who can't shoot, is shooting out the lights right now. And I'll tell you what, I have a new favorite player to watch on Utah. And you know what? That's way of playing, but Joe Ingles, everybody. Joe Ingles can dribble the ball, come on court and do all kinds of things. So I'm ready for that series to be over. Other than that, I got a question down the road, social media for Hassan Whiteside. What's wrong, bro? Is Embiid really that get to you like that?
Yes, I think it's jealousy because they're virtually the same player, like minus how the background, because Hassan Whiteside was playing everywhere. But the things that Hassan Whiteside thought he was getting paid to do, like turn around and do face-up jumpers, can't do that against Embiid. He can't do that against Amir Johnson. And I think it's jealousy, and I think that Hassan Whiteside emotionally is still the same he was before the contract. For him, no matter how much he's getting paid, it's just gonna go bad for him. He can't handle it.
I want to talk about a center in the West that I think he's mentally shot, and that's Karl-Anthony Towns. For these last couple of games, I never seen three-pointers. He's normally a big guy in the paint. I never seen him shoot that many outside shots like that. I think right now, like Capella really has some mentally shot right now, and I never seen that from Karl-Anthony Towns. But once you get to the playoffs, everything's changed, and you really got to use your strength to the advantage. He hasn't been doing that. He can, but I never seen him play like that. Same thing with Hassan Whiteside. Like, Embiid got to him. I think Capella has got to Karl-Anthony Towns as well.
I won't say he's a coaching deal. The problem is this, and the way the roster's built, who's their best shooter?
Who?
Towns may literally be their best shooter outside.
Yes.
Just think about it. You got Teague, who can't shoot. You got Butler, who's not the greatest shooter in the world. Wiggins definitely can't shoot. Who else is going to shoot? And then we got Rose, who can't shoot. Jamal Crawford may be the best creator
on the team, but he comes off the bench.
And you can't rely on him to hit consistent jumpers. So I don't think he's shot. I think this is where
also Butcher.
Back to what I told y'all. Told y'all regular year. When folks start looking like they tired, they looking tired. So another team. You're gonna have to play no more to look like.